Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, if you want to take your company to the next level, sometimes you need a consulting firm to help you get there. Otherwise, you can make some very costly mistakes and find yourself out of business. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, anytime you have a recession, you have entrepreneurs with two mindsets. Some are fearful and kind of hunker down, don't want to do anything, don't want to take any chances. Others see it as an opportunity to grow. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can make some very costly mistakes and find yourself out of business in a hurry. To talk about that, Wayne Lynch, he's a managing partner at Vaco. Thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thanks, Jeff. Enjoy it.
We were talking before the show, what's your elevator speech? And you say, well, it better be a long elevator ride.
That's
right. So I'm going to put you on the spot. What does Vaco do?
So in short, Vaco is a premier talent and solutions firm. We currently have 45 offices in North America. We've got operations in India, London, Tokyo, and we just continue to grow. Right, and if you put it in simplest terms, we help companies solve problems that are talent or skill related. And we can do that through business advisory services, consulting, solutions delivery, managed services, all the way down to staffing and recruiting. So it really depends on the client need, and I think that's where we excel, is really understanding what needs our client have and then developing customized solutions to help them.
Well, I want to point out for the audience, I was a television broadcaster for 25 years, but Wayne has that voice of God that I envy so much when I hear this. And he has the persona of an anchor man. There's a great overview video that we found on Vimeo. Let's go ahead and roll that now.
In today's do more with less business environment, you're asked to manage an increased number of tasks and employees. Your 40-hour work week has become a 60-hour week. One meeting after another consumes your day, yet you still have to maintain a highly qualified and motivated team to support you and your company's strategic initiatives. You might be asking yourself, where can I get the help I need? How can I quickly onboard the talent I need to be successful? Who can I trust to properly vet candidates? Where will I find time to review stacks of resumes? Who can help me by interviewing and pre-qualifying candidates? That's where Vaco comes in. Vaco is an industry leader and one of the fastest growing companies in America, with tens of thousands of clients, including Fortune 100 companies, and a proven track record of client success and retention. With industry experts in information technology, finance, accounting, and operations, we are your valued business partner. Whether you need an entire team to meet a critical deadline or an exceptionally talented person to fill a vital gap, we can help. We're built to plug into your existing infrastructure and help you achieve your goals with maximum efficiency. Our customized solutions include management and business consulting, contract resources, managed services, interim leadership, and recruitment for direct hire opportunities. Each of our specialized teams in areas of technology, finance, accounting, and staffing are dedicated to helping our clients navigate the complex hiring issues facing business today. At Vaco, we aren't just about providing you with the human capital that you need today. We're about providing you with the solutions that will help your business run smoothly every day, well into the future. At Vaco Dallas, we are exceeding our clients' expectations every day. It's easy to get started. Just go to vaco.com/Dallas and request a consultation with one of our experienced industry experts.
That's awesome. And one of the things I love about Vaco is you guys eat your own cooking. I run into a lot of consulting firms that, it's a one-man shop, and they're coaching you on how to grow your business. And I'm like, okay, how come you're a one-man shop?
Yeah.
You were telling me that when you started with Vaco, it was just a one office?
Yeah, we were founded in Nashville, Tennessee in 2002. And in 2004, there was really through introductions, there was a decision to expand and open a second office in Richmond, Virginia. And fortunately, I had worked with one of our founders previously, so he approached me about running the technology division. So I joined in 2004. Long story short, we were about a $9 million company then. Today, about $750 million, 45 offices in North America. So the hardest thing to do is keep up with our growth.
Unbelievable. I'm so impressed. And because you specialize in talent, let's talk about how critical great talent is to the life of a company, and especially during a pandemic when half of America is working from home.
Yeah, it's definitely been a challenge, but I've been so proud of our company, our leadership, and our team here in Dallas, the way we've responded to that. We're able to onboard talent fully remotely, and actually this world of everything going virtual has actually improved our ability to recruit, because one of the things we do in our recruiting divisions, we always required that our recruiters met with people face to face. It's a part of our process. Not only do we do skills evaluations and references, but we meet and interview people, because what you spoke to, the importance of having the right person in the seat, is often cultural. Somebody can have the skills and talent and may not be a good cultural fit, and because we know our clients so well, we do the upfront work to make sure that anybody we present to them is going to be a cultural and a skills fit.
Sure.
So now that we do all that virtually, it's saved everybody a lot of time, because as you know, Dallas is a big market.
Yep.
And to ask people to come in and meet with us personally took time. So this has expedited our ability to recruit talent.
And finding employees that can thrive if they're working remotely, because that was a question that didn't often get asked before the pandemic.
Right.
Is are you okay working from home?
Yeah.
Now it seems like the person who thrives being around other people could actually kind of shrivel up if they're isolated.
Yeah, that's something, Jeff, we've looked at, and what we've worked to try and prevent that from happening is still it's virtual, but we have a lot of team meetings. We have a kickoff meeting on Monday, a wrap-up meeting on Friday, and then each individual business unit meets twice a day. So there's a lot of communication, and I know from a perspective of communicating with my clients, who, for me, working in the technology side, are typically CIOs or VPs, is that oftentimes a good Teams meeting can be more productive than a lunch meeting was. You get that face time, and you get the time to really talk and see the person, and it's I think we've faced the challenge well.
We're going to put your website up and scroll down the website, and let's talk about how an engagement looks like with you guys. When they approach you for the first time, what's the process?
Well, really the process for us is all about learning. And you find that in business, nobody's going to come to a stranger or somebody they don't trust and unveil their most intimate challenges and secrets, right? So the first part of it is building trust with our clients, and we do that by learning about them, their challenges, what their budgets and projects look like, what's going to make them more successful, right? And then through the service of Vaco offerings, we can address it in many different ways. Sometimes you have, for example, maybe you're building a new application and you need a team to come in and do that entire project, start to finish, with a project manager running it, business analysts, software engineers, and the whole team, and we do that. That's really solutions delivery. But you may just have a problem where you're lacking one extremely talented, say, project manager, or in a case you and I discussed, a data architect. So Vaco, we have what we refer to as a proactive recruiting model. Within our core competencies, our recruiters are always interviewing people and qualifying people. So what we're looking for is that first project to hire that person and engage them on. And from that point forward, we hope that they're going to be a consultant of ours for years to come.
So tell me about consulting during a pandemic. Are you finding more people reaching out for your help because they're having trouble navigating this, or is business slowing down?
Well, I think there was an initial impact back in March or April, and it was kind of a knee-jerk reaction, but probably appropriate, where a lot of projects were put on hold. So we probably had over 25 project-based consultants that just ended within a 3-week period. So definitely painful, right? But as far as the working remote goes, most companies by now are certainly up to speed. You still have the same issues we've always had. Information security, not just connectivity, but information security, communications across the company lines, what the company is doing to be more efficient, because that's something that this pandemic has driven, and that's efficiencies. So whether that's done through an ERP system or the systems you're currently using, a lot of companies are taking this time to upgrade those systems. And really, ultimately, we all have to be competitive.
Tell me, how does one know when they need somebody like you?
Yeah. I like to think of it as anything talent related within information technology, accounting and finance, or operations. So that may be as simple as you're looking at a team and there's a key piece missing, one person that you need to fill that team out and really make them hum, right? Or it could be that there's an entire project, or any time there's a space where your current team lacks the bandwidth or the technical skill to complete.
Yes.
So that's what I think about. It's like, do we have the bandwidth to deliver this project on time? If not, that's something Vaco could help with. It may just be that you have a team of 4 software engineers and you need 6, because when you do an assessment of the project and your man hours, you're not going to get to where you need to be.
Yes.
We can help out with that. But it goes far beyond. We also do executive search. We do managed services, business advisory services. So it's a broad stroke. So when you asked about my elevator pitch,
yeah.
I think that video was 2.5 or 3 minutes long. It better be a long elevator ride, right?
All right. One final question. During the height of the pandemic, everybody was watching the Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, and a lot of people saw that as a sports documentary. I saw it as a business documentary. Talk about the Last Dance and business lessons that we could all learn from Michael Jordan and that amazing Bulls team.
Yeah, I think what I took away from that, I remember the one, and I'm terrible with other athletes' names other than Michael Jordan, but I remember one night he had a very poor performance against somebody who had previously been on the Bulls team. And I know he went into the locker room and he announced, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, he even made up a lie, like that guy said something to me that he didn't really say, just to motivate himself. So I think the business lesson in there is, and our leadership has been fantastic at this, the greater the challenge, the greater the response, right? And it's just simply a matter of determination. And if you don't mind me saying, so I've now 3 times basically built a Vaco office. While I had a non-compete, I went and started an office in Raleigh, spent about 14 months there. I went back and ran our technology practice in Richmond for 10 years. And then they asked me to move to Dallas as managing partner. The lesson there was, every single time, you have to just say to yourself, failure is not an option. And that's the business lesson from the pandemic and from previous recessions back in 2009, is who wants to fail? We're not going to fail. If that means we're going to work harder, we're going to work harder. In a case like today, if that means we're going to work smarter, let's work smarter.
Yep.
But let's succeed.
And sometimes you need a great coach like Phil Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. Never heard.
So, Wayne Lynch, you've been a great guest. We're going to put the website up one more time to end the segment. It's vaco.com/Dallas. Wayne Lynch, thanks again.
Thank you, Jeff.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.